If you guys are a solo filmmaker like me, chances are you're gonna need this one tool in your kit all the time. It's called a magic arm. Now, if you haven't heard of these are basically amazing arms to mount virtually anything to your camera rig or your camera to something. It's basically like hands and feet for your camera, so you can mount it to virtually anything you can think of. Now, it was later in my filmmaking journey where I realized I should probably pick one of these up, and I did. I picked one up on Amazon for $20. I was playing with it and it broke. It broke bad with my camera on there. So I kind of quitted on them and was very skeptical about even touching them because, well, I almost lost $500 in the process. But everyone kept talking about these magic arms, and I looked the prices up and they're very expensive. So I was very hesitant about moving forward with that thing and just forgot about magic arms completely. I was just working my way around, mounting stuff, very sketchy. But it finally came the time where I just said, that's it. I'm gonna try these out one more time. And there was a couple brands that stood out: Manfrotto, Tilta, and iFootage. And I went out and purchased this magic arm. It's a magic arm from iFootage, and I think this ran me about $35 to $40. It wasn't too bad. And I absolutely love this thing. I mounted it to basically anything possible, mounted cameras, monitors, and it held up perfectly. But the more expensive ones, I had a hard time justifying it because I wasn't so sure of it breaking or not. And I know a lot of filmmakers were saying, just get the Manfrotto ones. And I'm like, I don't even have money to buy a lens. I'm not gonna pay that price. So I asked iFootage to send me some of their magic arms, and these things are amazing. Now, iFootage is not sponsoring this video. They did not pay me. They have no input on the video. I just genuinely wanted to try out these arms and see, is the price justifiable for these magic arms? Now, the first thing that stood out to me about these is the build quality. They are full metal construction from the knobs to the quick release systems. The teeth are the biggest ones I've seen on any magic arm so far. Now, one that I bought was their lower end model, which was very good, and I was highly impressed with the build quality. And you could basically just screw it on with this little knob. It's amazing. It had a cold shoe adapter and just super tight teeth. It never failed on me. So I've been using this pretty much every day for the past 3 months. I've mounted some crazy setups to it, to this $30 magic arm, and it's held up. But I was very curious about these magic arms because they come with a quick release system. Impressive. Basically, this allows you to mount this pin directly to your camera, to your monitors, to your microphone. It has a airy locking pin with a 3/8, and here's the coolest part. It contraps to a 1/4-20. I mean, try to find something more versatile than that. This thing locks into your camera or to your microphone, and then all what you take this thing and mount it into here, it locks so you cannot pull it out, and then you have this tab. The possibilities are endless, so I always have one on my camera at all times just for quick access. Just pop it in, lock it, you're done. That thing's not coming off. Now, this thing is pretty big, and sometimes it might get clunky, and sometimes you want a smaller one. Now, this is the smaller one, and it's slightly less expensive, but it does exactly what the bigger one does. You have the locks, pop it in, close it, you're done. Now, the real test came when I decided to mount my camera on a bike. Now, I was very skeptical about doing this because I already had a magic arm fail on me at home with no movement whatsoever. So I just took a shot, grabbed one of their pipe clamps, which is super strong, made completely out of metal, mounted it to the bike. Here's some of the shots. So I was very curious about the clamps because a lot of them never held up. So I tried these from Neewer. They're basically a dual system clamp, and it does exactly what a clamp would do. You clamp it to basically anything. And I also attached one of these quick release plates. Boom. Now, the reason I chose this one, and this is super cheap on Amazon, but the build quality is amazing, is it's a dual clamp system. So I can clamp from 2 different mounting points and mount it right here. Or I can use it as a one-way clamp system. Now, iFootage by far is superior to that clamp. This thing is so much more durable and solid, so I'll trust it a lot more payload with this one. But I got 2 clamps and I got another one holding my microphone right now. So they're an amazing budget option if you don't want to spend $200 on a clamp. But overall, I really can't stress how easy the locking system was. It's so quick. I always have one on my microphone, one of my lights, and my camera. So as a solo creator, you definitely need one of these. It doesn't matter if you're mounting a monitor on your camera or just a microphone. It's one of those tools, until you try it, you'll never know the value that it'll bring to your video production. And like I said, these things carry so much weight and are super durable. They're my only recommendation that I would say to any filmmaker who wants a magic arm. Do not buy those cheap $20 ones, not even if you're mounting a microphone. I don't even want to come close to them. These things are amazing. So if you want to check these out, click the link in the description and you will not be disappointed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. And if you guys want me to review a product, definitely let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video.